We got a question in the chat. What qualities do introverts need to learn to keep a woman in a relationship versus just meeting and getting the first date? That's a great question. Let me see that again. What qualities do introverts need to learn to keep a woman in a relationship versus just meeting and getting the first date? Well, everything's a build. So to your point, the things you need to do in order to get a date are basically showing off qualities that she's going to see have the potential to work in a relationship. So being able to start a conversation, being able to plan dates out, being able to treat her like a gentleman and with respect. Those are things that she's looking at on those first few dates that she's hoping are going to carry on. And then once you've shown those things to her, she's then looking for consistency. Is this guy going to consistently be able to start conversations, consistently plan dates, consistently give me good hookups, and so forth and so on? And this is why I tell you guys that it takes a woman 2 to 3 months to solidify her feelings, because part of that is doing the work of seeing how consistent you are with how you're presenting yourself on that first date. How you're presenting yourself on that first date needs to be consistent throughout your second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way up to that 10th date / 3rd month date. All right. And so ideally, you're already displaying the qualities that are going to make her think this could work long term. Now, in terms of keeping a relationship, once you get the relationship, honestly, a lot of it is maintenance. And where a lot of guys fall off, and women too, but this is, I'm talking to guys. So where guys fall off for this is they get the woman and then they start forgetting about the small things. You know, simple things like this, right? For example, I work from home. So when I'm not doing this show, I'm doing other various things. I'm video editing and whatnot. I could very easily be in a pair of sweats and like a stained t-shirt all day. And if I'm dating somebody, so what? I work from home, sweatshirt, sweatpants, t-shirt with stains on it. That could be my everyday because I already got her. She loves me for me and it is what it is. So I can just do that. But I'm recognizing that when I was first dating this person, I was dressing up. I had an iron shirt on. I would show up to these dates, was smelling good, looking good, feeling good, had my nails trimmed, had my hair done up and stuff like that, had a clean shaven face, which I meant to shave today, but didn't get a chance to. And so I take notes of what are things that I did in those first 3 months. And then I try to make sure that I'm consistently continuing to do those things to give the idea that, hey, I'm still trying to impress you. I don't care how long we've known each other. I'm still going to try to look as good as I can around you. Not to say that I can't ever be lax or not ever have a day where I'm just in a t-shirt and a jeans, but I'm saying like overall, I'm still trying to put forth a good impression on how I look. I'm still putting forth a good impression on that I'm trying to plan dates out. And so that doesn't go away just because you're in a relationship. And that's what I think a lot of people in general, guys and girls, forget about, is that the way that you got the person is the way that you keep them. And so I see women do this too. I see women like suddenly they're just like flopping around or whatever, and they're not keeping their hair done. They're not wearing makeup anymore. And they're not trying to like take their guy out from time to time or show appreciation. Like both sexes do a really horrible job at just doing maintenance work. And the sad part is the maintenance work doesn't take that much. However you got to get them, you can just keep doing that same stuff. So if you were planning out a date once a week, for example, you're in a relationship, great. Try to plan out a date once a week. When the kids get here, try to plan out a date once every other week or once a month. My brother's been married for 13 years and still goes out with his wife like every 2 weeks. You know, that doesn't stop just because you get in a relationship. So that's really the qualities. It's like understanding that the things that you did to get her, whatever they were, keep doing those things. And then at the same time, be ready to reinvent yourself and to think up new things. Because yes, you want to keep doing some of the old things that helped you to get her, but you don't want to become stale and stagnant. So maybe you met her at a pizza restaurant and then like, you know, once a month you guys start to get pizza. Maybe one day you try Chinese or South African food, or you take it to an Irish pub and try like the best beer battered fish in town. Like the point is you're still taking her out to dinner, but now it's a different kind of dinner, or you're showing her different parts of the city, or you're just planning, you know, hikes in different areas of your town. Like you could be doing some of the similar activities, but just in different environments. And that'll also keep things lively. But the point is to make sure that you are still being the person that she thought that she was getting, because the whole first 3 months of dating is a sell. It's your sales pitch saying, hey, if you date me and agree to be my girlfriend, this is what you get. And then a lot of guys, like the girl will become like, okay, I want that. And then the guy's like, great, I don't want to do half that stuff anymore. And that's not fair to her. But it's the same thing with like women, like, you know, women, they get in relationships and they get out of shape and stuff, just like guys get out of shape. And it's like, but I met you at this and now you're this, like what's going on? Like people need to really look at, but how did I get them? How did I get them to agree to want to be with me? And then do the work on making sure that if nothing else, that's maintained. If you can just maintain that, and then occasionally add in some new stuff, you'll generally be pretty good. But so many men, I just saw a post that my friend posted up on Facebook. talking about, she was in a mommy's group, and she said it was so because her husband's a great guy. Like, we went to school together. She met this dude online, which is a cell for online dating, but they actually met through like Facebook chat and Messenger. And so, but yeah, so this dude is like all about her presence, looking after their kid. Now they got a kid, and is very much involved in their lives and doing things to make sure that she feels cared for. And she said it sucks that she's in this mommy group where like most of the moms are saying how like they got nothing for Mother's Day, and how their dudes don't take them out anymore. And how one guy, when the wife brought it up, he was like, "Why would I get you anything? You're not my mom." And I thought it was a funny comment, but it's like, it's showing that there are women out there that they're like, I agreed to be in a relationship with you. I agreed to have your kid. And the thanks that I get for that is like, you don't do any of the stuff that got me here in the first place. Like, and that is a prison that I guess apparently a lot of women are in that is unfair to them. So when I see this thing about like the divorce rate being high, I recognize there are some women out there that just got in it for the money, or just they got bored easily and went out of the thing. But there are a lot of guys out there that get the woman they always wanted and then F it up by not maintaining that. And that is a prison cell I can only imagine is like complete torture to women, because they're like, I can't go to any other guys. I gave you my all. I have these kids. Now you're saying you don't want to do stuff. Like, I'm just old hat now. I'm not attracted to you anymore. You don't want to even make the effort because you already got me. Like, that's not fair to them. So try to maintain and try to keep that up. And ideally, your relationship will go the distance. So hopefully that answers the question.
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class